Wealth begins in the mind before it touches your pocket. You must decide with absolute clarity what you want and ignite a burning obsession that moves mountains. Fear and doubt are thieves. Don't let them steal your fortune. Every setback hides the seed of greater opportunity if you refuse to quit. Think, act, and speak as though wealth already belongs to you, because persistence breaks every resistance. The secret is never revealed to the curious, only to the committed. Wealth flows to those who dare to demand it from life without apology. The only question left is, are you bold enough to claim it? Wealth begins in the mind before the pocket. That is the eternal truth. And until it is burned into your very soul, you will remain blind to the secret that governs success. The world will tell you that money creates wealth, but that is a lie repeated by the powerless. The truth is this: thought creates money, belief shapes fortune, and your inner vision carves the road to abundance long before a single coin finds its way into your hands. If your mind is poor, your life will follow. If your mind is rich, wealth will chase you with relentless force. You cannot escape this law. Everything you see around you, the towers that scrape the sky, the empires that rule industries, the inventions that changed humanity, first existed in the invisible workshop of the mind. Every fortune ever built began as an idea, carried by a person who dared to believe in it with unshakable certainty. Wealth does not descend by chance, it is summoned by thought. If your thoughts are small, your life will be small. If your thoughts are weak, your wealth will never be strong. The mind is the soil, and money is only the fruit. But here lies the difference. Most people treat wealth as a dream, a faint hope, a maybe someday. They speak of riches but live in poverty of thought. They say they want freedom, yet they carry fear like a crown. They wish for abundance, yet their decisions are soaked in doubt. Wealth cannot grow in a mind divided. A man who waits for luck will be waiting when his bones turn to dust. The one who decides with fire in his heart that nothing will stop him, that man bends the universe to his command. Decision is the blade that cuts away weakness. To decide is to eliminate hesitation, to burn the bridges of retreat, to stand on the battlefield of life and declare victory or nothing. Until you decide, you are drifting, and drifters do not find wealth. Fortune has no time for the half-hearted. It belongs to the one who chooses with finality, who speaks with certainty, who knows what he wants and refuses to back down. And once the decision is made, desire must consume you. Not a mild wish, not a passing thought, but a burning obsession. The world steps aside for the man whose desire is stronger than his excuses. Obsession is the fuel that makes sleepless nights a joy, hard labor a gift, and failure nothing more than a lesson. Without obsession, wealth will never take you seriously. The lazy dreamer is forgotten. The obsessed creator is immortalized. Fear and doubt are the great thieves of fortune. They whisper, "What if you fail? What if you lose everything? What if you are not enough?" These voices have strangled more dreams than poverty ever could. They stop men before they start. They paralyze women before they try. If you do not silence fear and bury doubt, you will never touch wealth. You must believe so strongly that fear itself becomes afraid of you. Understand this. Every setback you face carries a seed of advantage. Every closed door hides a lesson that, once unlocked, opens 10 more. Defeat is not the end, it is the sharpening of your edge. Wealth tests you with trials to see if you are worthy. The weak cry and quit. The strong rise, learn, and strike again. Failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher, your trainer, your secret ally. Welcome it, and it will forge you into someone wealth cannot ignore. You must act as if you already own the wealth you seek. Move with the confidence of kings. Speak with the conviction of conquerors. Carry yourself with the certainty of one destined for greatness. The world believes in those who believe in themselves. When you think, act, and live as though wealth is already yours, life conspires to make it so. The timid beg, the bold command. But even boldness is nothing without persistence. Persistence is the hammer that breaks through every wall, the storm, that erodes every mountain, the force that outlasts all resistance. Most quit when the road grows hard. They turn back just before the treasure chest. The persistent do not turn back. They crawl if they must, bleed if they must, but they do not stop until the prize is in their hands. Wealth bows to those who refuse to quit. This secret is not given to everyone. It does not reveal itself to the curious, to the idle dreamers, or to the complainers. It comes only to those who are ready, those who demand wealth as their birthright, those who speak to life with authority and refuse to take no for an answer. The timid wait for opportunity. The bold create it. The masses pray for luck. The chosen forge their own destiny. You must stand now and declare that you are ready. Ready to think wealth, ready to breathe wealth, ready to live wealth before it arrives. The poor wait for proof. The rich create proof. The poor wait for conditions to be perfect. The rich move when others are paralyzed. The poor wonder if it will work. The rich decide it will, and then make it so. Wealth begins in the mind before the pocket. Guard your thoughts, shape your beliefs, sharpen your vision, and refuse to surrender. Life is not waiting to hand you scraps. It is waiting to hand you empires, but it will only give them to the one who is ready. Ready to think like a king before he wears the crown, ready to see millions before the first dollar arrives, ready to command wealth before the world believes he deserves it. The secret is not outside you, it is inside you. And when you finally awaken to it, nothing in this world will be able to keep wealth from pouring into your hands. You must decide with absolute clarity what you want. Nothing in life is more powerful than a mind that knows exactly where it is going. The man who wanders without aim will always be carried by the winds of circumstance, tossed from job to job, problem to problem, dream to dream, until his life ends in quiet regret. But the one who decides, truly decides, with a clarity so sharp it slices through every excuse, that man bends destiny itself to his command. Clarity is power. When you know exactly what you want, the fog of confusion disappears. The path may not be easy, but it becomes visible. Wealth, success, freedom, none of these come to those who say, "I'll see what happens." They come to those who say, "This is what will happen, and I will not rest until it is done." Life itself respects those who dare to be decisive. Think of every empire, every fortune, every invention that has shaped the world. They began not with chance, not with luck, but with a decision so absolute that nothing could shake it. The indecisive man prays for opportunity. The decisive man creates opportunity. The undecided waits for the perfect moment. The decided man acts, and his action makes the moment perfect. Understand this, the universe does not reward hesitation. It punishes it. Every second of delay is wealth slipping through your fingers, power slipping from your grasp, opportunities stolen by the man who moved faster because he had already decided. The riches of life flow to the bold, and boldness is born from clarity. When you decide with absolute clarity, your mind stops wasting energy on doubt. Doubt is the cancer of progress, eating away at every chance you have for greatness. Clarity destroys doubt. It focuses your entire being on one direction, one target, one destiny. Like a river cutting through rock, your decision gives you unstoppable force. Desire without decision is fantasy. You can wish all you want, but until you decide, nothing will move. The world is full of men who say they want success, who wish for riches, who hope for freedom. They wait for miracles, and miracles never arrive. The few who rise above them are not those with the biggest dreams, but those with the strongest decisions. Decide and you give your dream flesh. Decide and you give your vision bones. Decide, and the world finally knows you are serious. This is the truth. Wealth bows to those who are definite. Fortune obeys those who make up their minds. The man who says, "I will be rich," is already richer than the man who says, "I want to be rich someday." Someday is the language of the weak. Now is the language of the conqueror. Until your decision is absolute, your life will remain a cycle of hesitation, half-starts, and regrets. Do not confuse decision with preference. Preference is weak. Preference says, "I would like it if this happened." Decision says, "This will happen because I will make it so." Preference bends under pressure. Decision grows sharper under pressure. Preference dies in difficulty. Decision uses difficulty as fuel. Every obstacle you face becomes powerless once your decision is final. The world tests you asking, are you serious? Do you really want this? And when your decision is iron, your answer is unshakable. Those who quit were never truly decided. Those who succeed may fall, but they rise again, because their decision has already been written in stone. Clarity must be absolute. You cannot say, I want wealth, and leave it vague. You must know the number, the vision, the lifestyle, the exact outcome. Your mind, your body, your soul must all lock onto that vision as though it already belongs to you. The archer does not shoot at the air. He locks his eye on the bullseye. The same law applies to wealth. To hit it, you must aim at it with absolute clarity. And once you decide, you must refuse to retreat. The man who makes a true decision burns the bridge behind him. He does not leave room for escape. He does not wonder if it will work. He makes it work. Every ounce of his energy is forced forward because he has left himself no other path. That is the secret of those who rise. They decide, they commit, and they remove the option of failure. You must remember, life does not hand greatness to the undecided. It punishes the hesitant, the waverers, the ones who live in maybe. The riches of the world, the crowns of success, the freedom you desire, all belong to the man who knows what he wants and never lets go of it. Your mind must declare it. Your actions must match it. Your persistence must prove it. Only then does life surrender. So decide now. Decide with clarity sharper than steel. Decide with a hunger so fierce that nothing can weaken it. Decide that wealth is yours, freedom is yours, power is yours, and refuse to retreat. The world will test you, but if your decision is unshakable, the test will break before you do. You must decide with absolute clarity what you want, because once you do, every force in life bends to that clarity. The undecided will continue to wander. The decided will rise, and wealth will flow to them as surely as rivers flow to the sea. A burning obsession for success is the fuel that moves mountains. Without it, no strength, no talent, no opportunity can carry you to greatness. With it, even the impossible bends, even the immovable shifts, even the world itself makes room for you. Obsession is not a choice for those who crave wealth. It is the requirement. The man who wants success casually will watch it slip through his fingers. The one who hungers for it, breeds it, bleeds it, and refuses to rest until it is his. That is the man who conquers. History remembers the obsessed.